Dennis and I met with Freddie, who is a land mover that Dennis brought in to take a look at this. And basically what we've all come up with as a good plan is, looking at this dirt here, you can see the striations. Dennis pointed out that this looks like very solid, stable ground. Freddie agreed that that was also stable. When you look at the top there, that looks like possibly it was filled in, maybe when they cut your lot. So that is actually very weak. That's waiting to go, and that will have to be cut off. What they'd like to do is move it over actually another meter into the hillside. Cut this out at a 45-degree slope. Possibly put a step in about mid-level that's going to drain towards this shallower slope area. And then that extra dirt will be placed right here, which is a place of concern. That'll help build this area up, but again, it'll just be fill. May not be strong, but what we can do is plant there and hope that that stays stable, and we'll have to see what happens with it. Dennis pointed out that he did not see any striations in any of this soil here, so this also looks like fill, most likely not stable. So by moving the road over 1 meter, we could basically build up this edge here, come out so that the road would actually be further this way, much more stable ground for trucks. This area would not be threatened as much. And we'd also build that for to help with drainage, so drainage wouldn't be continuously sloughing off this hill here. So we'll basically have to round off this whole top edge here, all the way down to about the curve down there, where it curves back in. So all those trees up there, including the orange tree, will have to go. Sounds like potential cost could take 2 to 4 days. So Dennis and I calculated out, worst case, 4 days, we're looking at probably under $2,000. So the plan is to move the hedge back, which I'll show you in a minute. Move that hedge back about 2 meters, cut that whole area off here, move this hill back another meter, put a big shelf in here, big terrace, and that'll actually slope away, help with drainage. Fill this area in as best as possible, plant, and hope for the best. So in order to get that gradual slope, they'll have to cut 2 meters off the top here, and these flags represent that 2 meter line. Unfortunately, this beautiful orange tree is well within that 2 meters, so that orange tree will have to be cut down. Past those flags, the slope gets more gradual, so it's not an issue over there. This whole area is steep, this being the steepest part. And you can see past those flags, it again becomes much more of a shallow slope, so that's not an issue over there. It's just from here all the way over to here. Dennis was saying that he would take the bamboo hedge here, cut that out, move it back to this line, let that start growing, and then in January when you come and they cut it, it'll already have that hedge in place and starting to reinforce the ground here. That's also going to help protect your house in the future in case this hill does continue to slide.